I'm Hans and this is my channel. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't been here before, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. Let's go! Today we are going to look at this KPM one more time. Well, I don't know, I might keep looking at it. I really like this bike. I like the way it looks. It reminds me just kind of a kickback to one of my very first motorcycles. I also like it because it fits me. I'm only 5'7", so I can get on this thing and I can almost flat foot it, I think, on both sides when I'm sitting on it. So it fits me really well. I did do some modifications and I put some new tires on this thing. So it's kind of more of an enduro on off-road tire. And it performs way better even on the street than the stock tires that this thing came with. It handles so much better. I really like riding it. I wish it was faster. It's only a 200. Not the fastest bike by any means, but it is a lot of fun to ride around. I've got to go run some errands, so I'm going to ride this thing today. One of the questions I got from one of you guys is, how does it do on the hills? I've got this really steep hill over here that I have to climb to go get to this house I'm going to, so we're going to go ahead and ride this up that hill and see how it does. I have not had any problems with this thing on the hills yet, so this will be kind of a test to just throttle out and see how it does going up the hill. I did modify my airbox and I cut out about half of the restrictor that's in there, so that is going to help a little bit get more airflow into the engine. It's not totally loud and kind of sucky sounding like it did when I just took it all the way off, but it is going to allow a little more air to get into the engine, which is going to make it go a little bit faster. And in my speed test, it actually does significantly better without that airbox intake, the snorkel that's in there. Just pull it out if you guys want to get a little more power out of it. It is louder, but most of you guys don't mind that stuff. So we'll go ahead, run this thing up the hill. We're going to see what it sounds like, see what it feels like. Like I said, this one's my favorite one. I have the Hawk DLX. I've had like 8 pit bikes and mini bikes that I got off of Amazon. Did reviews on all those. Go check out my channel, you guys, because there's a ton of content on there with these motorcycles. If you have any questions about any of the mini bikes or pit bikes, any of that stuff, I have done more of those than these. They do have a new X Pro 250 street bike, but it looks exactly like the Venom bike. So I'm pretty sure they just stuck their sticker on the side and said, oh, it's an X Pro bike. The Venom bike was a 250 I was interested in, but I couldn't get it on Amazon. I'm trying to buy these all on Amazon so you guys can get these as easy as I get them. They should deliver them right up to my front door, but most of the time they'll drop them off at the end of the driveway, or we have to load them up in the back of my truck and then bring them up here. That's typically what's happened. I've never had a freight truck make it up here, even though all of the trucks that came up here to pour my foundation, put the roof on my house, all the cranes and things that they need, they made it up here just fine. So I think that driver is just kind of a wimp. Anyways, let's go ahead and take this thing up the hill. So I don't know how well you can see this, but I definitely really like these mirrors a lot better than the ones that were on there. And this bike is dirty because I've been doing some off-road testing with it. That was kind of fun. Every time though, this thing fires up every time, first try. And because it's the electronic fuel injection, you don't have to sit around and wait for it to warm up or worry about a choke or anything like that. So, oh, I forgot my backpack. Again, guys, these bikes are just a blast for cruising around town. You're not going to want to go race this thing against somebody and see if you can beat like a GSXR 600 or something like that, because that's not going to happen. But you might have a lot of fun getting to work. All right, here we go. We are going our way to the hill. See all the houses up there. We're gonna dip down to the river here, and then we're gonna go up that hill there. So there is a better way for me to get to where I'm going. Well, not better, shorter. This is actually more fun. But if we go the other way, we gotta get on the highway, and like I said, this thing just isn't made for going 65, 70 miles an hour where you feel safe getting out of the way. If you need to, in a bigger bike, you can throttle out and get out of the way. If somebody's doing something stupid, this thing you gotta ditch. You gotta figure out how to get out of the way. All right, here's the hill. Here we go. We're going up. Downshift around this corner. Wow, lots of pull. Lots of pull. I'm not disappointed at all. That was a big hill. Kind of keeps going, but that was the biggest part of it right there. So I downshifted in second, pulled up in third, and then fourth now. We're still going up pretty good. Got lots of power, no worries. I would definitely recommend this, you guys. This bike is super fun. Enough power to keep you out of trouble, keep you in a little trouble. But especially if you're just learning. I don't know, I mean, I've been riding motorcycles my whole life since I think my first bike I was 7 years old. So I've been riding for a very long time. I'm not saying I'm a great rider, I'm just saying I know how to ride a motorcycle, and this is a lot of fun. If you're learning to ride a motorcycle and you can get this bike for the price that they're selling them, holy moly. And I'm really curious, you guys, about that 250, because this 200 compared to my CBR 250 is like night and day. I don't really think this is truly a 200 even. But I'm curious to put those two side by side. I was going to sell this thing, but I really don't want to, so I think I might sell off the CBR. Some young kid's going to love it because it's super loud, and it's actually a really fun bike to ride, and it looks cool now, I think, so looks cooler. I just got to find somebody with the same taste as me, and we'll get that one sold off. And I never ride that Hawk, so we're going to get rid of that. And then you guys stick around for the giveaway, because we are going to give away that one little 125 I've got in the garage now. So if you are interested in that, the goal is going to be when I get 10,000 subscribers on my channel, then we will give that thing away. We will pick that winner out of my subscriber list, and it will be a random drawing. So any one of you guys could win. In order to get to that point where I will give it away, I do need some more subscribers though, so if you guys don't mind telling your friends. Okay, so this is College Way. This is a pretty steep hill right here. This will go up into the West Hills here, so let's see how it does, just kind of pulling up this hill. Let's see, we're in 4th gear, full throttle, 44, 45. Yeah, man, this thing does great. This is a huge hill. Here, let's go up this hill. This one's really steep. Second gear. Yeah, so look how high we just climbed just now. You can see we're really up here now. Let's keep going. This hill. Gear, climbing, climbing, climbing. Should we keep going? Let's keep going. Oh, 2nd gear. Yeah, man, this thing's crazy. Works great. Hill climb, pass, test. Passed. So the other thing I'll say about this bike is that if you guys are just cruising around in traffic, and like I said, 45 miles an hour, you can get to 45 pretty quick, but 45 to 65 takes a while. So just cruising around in traffic like this is no problem. It's a great way to learn how to use your clutch and your gears and your brakes and your turn signals and all that fun stuff, and make sure that you know how to ride a bike before you get something bigger. And also, like I said, it's just a lot of fun to kind of commute around on. I got to run through these neighborhoods and go check on some houses really quick, and so working on that. And there's no need for me to be driving my truck. It's a nice day out. It's like 75 degrees, perfect, my temperature. So my gas light just came on. Oh, that was flashing a minute ago. Now it's not anymore. So you move a little bit and more gas goes in it automatically. Okay, downhill challenge. Bumpy downhill challenge. We're gonna use some engine compression to help keep us going slow. And the brakes seem to be working really good. Yeah, seem like they're stopping things. Oh, we're back. All right. Like I said, fun bike to ride. The more I rode it, the more power I wanted. I haven't ridden this thing very much. I've only got 130 miles on it. The one thing I can say about the gas mileage is I did fill it up when I got it. I put a little bit of gas in it just to get it started, get it to the gas station. Filled it up one time, and I've got 130 miles on it right now, and my E started blinking just now. So that's pretty impressive. Gas mileage, you guys, I don't know, you can't really beat that. For a bike that is fun to ride and everything else. Another thing is, does it have a lock? It does. I didn't know if it had a steering lock. It does. So you could take it with you and lock it up wherever and feel secure about going to a store or whatever. These bikes are really cool. I can't wait to get the 250 and try that one out against this one, and that'll be coming up here shortly. I might even be able to order that tonight. I will show you the two different ones, the Venom versus the X Pro. So as far as climbing hills, this thing did great. I had no problem with it. It was plenty of torque, plenty of power going up any of those hills, and they were really steep hills. I don't have a problem with this at all. I think it does great. If you were on a dirt hill, it might be different. I don't know, we'll try that one out maybe later. But for now, this one did really good. I'm impressed with it. So don't forget about the giveaway that we're gonna do with that 125. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell button, and you'll get notified as we kind of come up with the rules and all that fun stuff. But the goal is going to be, once I get to 10,000 subscribers, we're going to give that one away. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button, share this with your friends so that we can get to that 10,000. And I'll keep giving them away. I mean, if this works and we can get some more subscribers doing this, why not give some bikes away? I've got a bunch of them in the garage right now. So this one, really recommend it, especially if you're a shorter guy like me. I'm 5'7", so this bike fits me really well. The Hawk DLX, I'm really up on my toes. It's great to have the clearance when you're off-road and on the trails and stuff, but if you have to stop really quick and avoid an obstacle or whatever, and you got to get your feet down, that is something to be concerned about. So I definitely, that's why I don't ride that one quite as much. This one's just a lot more fun. That is a 250. It is a little bit faster, but not by much. It's actually a 230. This is probably like a 190 or something. This doesn't feel like a 200. My CBR 250R, that thing just smoke wagons this thing. I mean, that thing is like 3 times as fast feeling as this. So I'm really curious about getting that Venom / X Pro, which I'm going to get it through X Pro off of Amazon, that 250, get that here, do a side-by-side between the 3 of these and kind of get a really good idea just how much power they have, how much different they ride being different sizes. These Amazon bikes are really cool. I've had a bunch of the pit bikes, so if you guys want to see some of that content, I got a bunch of videos on the pit bikes, these bikes, the DLX. I've had both of those, so check those out. Let me know if you guys like this kind of content. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell button. You will see me in the next video. Let's go!